deck spread, like my deck spread, but just like how I have my decks arranged. And I'm just trying to see if Spirit wants me to pick up something else. Okay, I got a lot of decks on the table, and it just feels like this is a message from his spiritual team to him that they want me to say out loud. Now, there's some information that I feel like Spirit is saying to him directly that he's gaining wisdom on that is not my business to share. And so they will just tell me what it is that they want me to say in regards to the case and where he is in his case, and just that kind of energy. But there are private moments that he's having with Spirit, and it just feels like those conversations are going to stay with them, okay? But there is something that they want me to share for the collective energy that just keeps saying, what's the update, sis? What's the update? Because I told you guys, and I do feel very passionate about it right now. I feel like Spirit is like talking through me that his situation has much more to do with collective energy in the universe than anyone has, or maybe people have already picked up on it. So let me take that back. But there's a group of energy that just doesn't realize the intensity behind this situation, right? The intensity and the gravity, the gravitational pull towards making sure that justice prevails, because it's purging something that is no longer needed moving forward. Like, this can't happen. That's the energy. And Spirit is acknowledging this is spiritual warfare. And so there's a lot happening through this whole situation. Spirit is also acknowledging, let's not forget that there's high frequency, there's low frequency, there's winners, there's losers. Like, there's this big play on things evolving. And so I've said this in my other readings when it comes to Karmelo. Spirit keeps saying not too much, because some of the things that I say could definitely, you know what I'm saying, expose what's happening on a larger scale, okay? What's happening behind the scenes. And so I don't want to do too much, but Spirit is acknowledging there is information that they're saying to him that Spirit would love for the collective energy to hear. And so that's where I'm gonna go with this. Just the update in the case, what Spirit is acknowledging and what Spirit does want me to share, moving in love and light. So this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine. Thank you, Spirit, for yourself. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are always here, welcome back, friend. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So I just was guided to get another deck. So cool. This reading is for entertainment and spiritual discussion purposes only. These are alleged energies, intuitive impressions, and symbolic interpretations based on tarot. This is not stated as factual reporting, and viewers should use their discernment. Okay, all right, so I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Okay, wait a minute. Let me say this too. Somebody was like, girl, you talk so damn fast. But I keep trying to tell y'all, for the people that know, and for the people that do it, they get it. It's like being in a conference room, on a conference call with like 60 people in the room. I don't know how else to give you guys the visualization. It's a lot at play. It's not just like conversation. It's also feeling. It's sounds. I hear music. Music is one way that really, Spirit started to connect with me when I was thinking I was hearing Spirit. But then I'd be like, wait a minute. And then I'd be like, dang, I just thought of that. And Spirit's like, duh. Okay, so that's why I kind of pick up things quickly, because I feel like I have a spiritual team. When I say team, I'm talking about one or two. Like, in any moment, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 can walk up in here and be like, girl, tell them this. So that's what I be trying to catch up on. And by nature, I just can be absent-minded about, like, I forget things quickly as other things rush in. So I try to get it out as fast as possible. So I apologize if it's just way too fast, okay? But anyway, Spirit is also acknowledging better days are coming. Like, better days are coming, Karmelo. Better days are coming, Karmelo. Better days are coming, Karmelo. Okay, that's the energy that's coming through. And so, Spirit, when you say that in regards to him and the update on his case, etc., what else do you want me to say? Okay, better days are coming. Look, okay, you see what I'm saying? It says the situation will improve. The situation will improve. The bottom of the deck says, no need to worry. You've been there's something better. See, and this is why I do what I do when I do how I do it. But That's y'all's business. And Spirit told me to stay right in that conversation. Spirit said, don't venture off to the left or the right. Stay on this path. Like, stay in your lane, basically. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit's trying to check me. Stay in my lane because they don't want me to say too much. So I'm gonna just say what are you saying to Karmelo? What is his spiritual team saying to him right now? And any updates on the case. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is, okay, let me put it like this so y'all can see. Boom. Okay, so the first card is 444, protection. You know what, Spirit? Don't have me out here, y'all. Don't have me out here. Okay. Spirit says, wow, hard work and an abundance mindset looks so amazing on you. You've really been putting in the effort, laying that hard-won groundwork for amazing growth and abundance. The universe loves someone who vibrates at a frequency of gratitude. So clap yourself on the back and stick with it. You're on the right path to manifest your desires through hard work and intentionality. Your angels are watching over you, protecting you and your dreams. That's the first thing that they're saying to him. The next thing is, it says 1, 2, 3, 4 in reverse. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in reverse. It says potential. Yes, changes for the better are hurtling your way. This is a powerful number for progress, filled with forward momentum. Remember to keep your eyes on the prize and drop any unnecessary burdens. Shed the past life, right? And step into the new life, the new chapter. Keep putting in that hard work. Your angels are noticing all you're doing and gently nudging you toward the right path. Again, my question is, what are his ancestral team, his angels, his ascended masters, his ancestors? What are they saying to him? What is the message? What are they using some form of synchronicity to get him to understand, right? This card is in reverse. It's acknowledging that they're doing their job, but there are distractions and a loss of focus when it comes to Karmelo. He's drowning in the chaos. There's an inability to let go of old patterns, that old life, that karmic life, and so he has to cut the cords. And Spirit says, taking the easy way out. Spirit says, don't do that. And this is why he was challenged in life to do something that maybe he didn't feel prepared to do, but he energetically, spiritually, this was the time for this not to be a repetitive cycle in his next life, right? Spirit is acknowledging he needs to affirm, my hard work and determination always pays off. And then we get 3 zeros, right? And the card says new beginning. Better days are coming. You've seen good, you've seen bad. Can you feel the potential practically vibrating off of this card? There's so much problem-solving energy wrapped in those lovely rings, swirling around and around in ever more powerful loops. This is a number of beginnings, of fresh starts, of cycles of creation. You are aligned with the infinite power of the universe, so dive into something beautiful. Your manifestation powers are at a peak right now. Even when you feel alone, remember your connection to the infinite. Acknowledging he feels alone, but to remember his connection. Okay. And this card is in reverse, but Spirit says, regardless of whether this card is in reverse or not, what does that say? No reversal. Same either way. Incredible creative potential. Spirit is acknowledging he has incredible creative potential, hence why he is under spiritual attack. The originality, new beginnings, and imagination, connection to everything on a spiritual level. He's connected to everything on a spiritual level. He's inspiring new people, and new people are entering his life to assist him in his what? New beginning. Affirm, goodness energy flows to and through me. His spiritual team ain't playing, and I told y'all his spiritual team was rock solid from day one. Go back and read it. Go back and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? His spiritual team is definitely flexing. They're showing me muscles. You know, when somebody flex their muscles, they doing all those little Arnold Schwarzenegger poses when they be doing them little competitions. Like they doing that. They showing me, you ain't talking about no soft motherfucker, right? His spiritual team like, what the fuck? We ain't weak. We chose him to flex. We chose him to show our flex. To show how it really get down. We ain't small, we big. What you talking about? You want to see how spirit move? Watch. Don't jump. I mean, they definitely on a high horse. They definitely, and I'm no tea, no shade. Some people got weak. They said we are not one of them. We are not one of them. Look at this man. Look at the roots, the branches of the tree. No matter how far you go, we are connected. No matter how far you branch out, we will remind you of your roots. Look at this. Look at the water. Almost look like he's getting baptized. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. Like that's the, I'm getting chills. Like the shift. They say we know what we doing. We know why we picked him. We know what's up. They telling me we ain't never scared. We ain't never scared. Okay. Pop your shit. Okay, Spirit is acknowledging like the changing of the seasons, transitioning from who you are to who you're becoming is a gradual process. The shift arrives when you may feel suspended in time or as if at a crossroad. A crossroad. You gotta pick. Gotta pick us. You got which way you gonna go. Okay? You are ready to move towards something bigger, but there are many paths you could take. So much potential. It's hard to take that first step, but still in this transition and take this opportunity to look before you leap or be prepared to limp. Now is your chance to gain additional clarity before making a decision. Review all options thoroughly and check in with your beliefs, your values, and your goals. Call on your guides. This is the synchronicity. This is the message that they're telling me to tell you that they've been telling him, and they're not stopping. He's got a plethora of people that they are using as vessels to pour into him. Okay, being still may bring up feelings of anxiousness and vulnerability, and they know that he is in a position of being still. So they need him to move, but they also need to tap into people that are going to be able to feed that mind, body, soul, and spirit through some form of communication, act, or touch. So have compassion with yourself as you take this much needed moment of suspension. Suspension makes me feel like the hangman card. He's in an uncompromising position, but there's a halo around his head. He's gaining wisdom so that when he is released from this, the direction is going to be so forward moving. He's going to be guiding light. Okay. Let's keep going. Know that this transitional phase will pass and soon a path will become clear. Every deck has said that. Every reading has said that. And this is a part of his journey. This is a part of his mission. But the purpose is bigger than him. The purpose is bigger than him. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. And Spirit is acknowledging you don't think they know. You don't think they know what he's got written on him, like his life, his path. You don't think that they knew what kind of energy they were dealing with when they crossed him, because they've crossed him before in another lifetime, and they didn't think that he was going to do it this lifetime, but then he did it. You don't think they was trying to get prepared for this because they know what is going to come after he is free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. And I'm speaking not just from jail, I'm talking about free at last from this karmic cycle. But that's not my business. Okay, so we get the altar of fire, good juju in reverse. Delays. There is the energy of confusion about your new beginnings, ideas, and success. Then the last card just say new beginning. Hear me. Spirit says, hear ye. You feel unmotivated. You are waiting for inspiration to hit. Be patient. What goes down must come up. Have compassion for yourself. Second time we hear it, have compassion. Declare, it is easy for me to be successful. It is easy. When you lifting weights, it is easy. When you getting in your mood it's easy. When you start finding yourself in a deep, dark depression, it is easy. 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 Very repetitive. Spirit says, get on that repetitive. It is easy for me to be successful. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than this. And his spiritual team is like, we didn't choose no chump. What you talking about? We knew that's big dog. Like, what you talking about? His ranking in the spiritual realm ain't no, what? Excuse me? You ain't talking about no small fry. Okay? Hence why they was going after him. They knew what they was dealing with. Okay? And the aftermath of it is going to be explosive. That's just what Spirit says. Okay? Y'all asked me to read on this. Bother nobody. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You got to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. If you're new here, welcome. And if you always here, sit back. No, I'm just playing. But making a choice is in reverse. This is not the time to abdicate responsibility for your life. Letting others choose for you doesn't make things easier. So he can't sit around and let nobody just pick and nah. This time, step up. Say it with your chest, Karmelo. Say what you want, right? Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choices. That's what it says here. Don't compromise because you're afraid of facing the consequences of your choices. Even if you've opted for a difficult path, which it sounds like he did, which is his business, you can always make another choice in the future. There is great power in reclaiming your ability to choose. No one can take that away from you no matter what. Don't give your power away. If you're willing to be rigorously honest with yourself about your motives behind your choices, you may see the need to change things. You can change course and choose another route. Second, third time we hear about route and paths. And next lifetime, he ain't gonna have to deal with this. Spirit said, I promise you that. Anyway, just be willing to clean up what you've left behind. Take me to the water. Take me to the water to be baptized. His spiritual team is not the lily of the valley. Not the lily of the valley. What? Hold on, Spirit. Spirit said, tell them folks what that means. Hold on. Give me a second. The lily of the valley. Now, I know that card just says the lily, but Spirit said the lily of the valley or the lily in the valley. What is it, Spirit? Okay. The lily of the valley, I keep saying be baptized, spiritually symbolizes purity, humility, rebirth, and the return of happiness. Don't make me cry, Spirit. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Composure, compassion, empathy. But Spirit said, and I've been saying this for all these dang on readings because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to tussle with y'all, argue with your mammy. Okay? Spirit says the return of happiness. Associated with springtime. Well, when is spring? I don't want to tussle. Its delicate bell-shaped blossoms are historically revered across various traditions as emblems of joy, sweetness, and spiritual protection. Joy cometh in the morning. Sweetness and spiritual protection. His ancestors not playing. His ancestors not playing. His ancestors are not playing. And you mess with the wrong one. And listen, I have compassion and empathy for everyone involved. Stop playing with me. But Spirit said this time it ends. It stops. It stops. Okay. We got 30 days, 30 months, 30 years. Now, did he get 35? I don't want to tussle. There's arguably no greater comfort to the body than sex and sensual contact. The lily card represents not only sex, but all forms of sensual contact, pleasure, touch, affection, and enjoyment, signifying both material and physical comforts. The lily card ultimately represents enjoyable physical experiences that bring us some sort of gratification. That is what he's about to experience. Now, somebody's head is going straight to the gutter, but I didn't hear that. I heard something else. As one of the positive cards of this deck, the lily card can also bring illumination to all that is virtuous and good. Illuminate all that is virtuous and good. Illuminate. Bring light. Okay? It can be seen as a signal of virtue, purity, morality, and merciful justice. It says, camera died. Look. What does it say? It can be seen as a signal of virtue, purity, morality, and merciful justice. Wisdom and maturity are birthed and blossom with the lily. The energy is calm and relaxed, but most of all, it is pure. Hey. That's what it say. Now, while he over there in there, he need to make sure that he got his ears. His ears need to be checked. And his vision is trying to obscure what he hears. And Spirit says this is not literal, it's figurative. His sight and his hearing. And this is because they're trying to hope that he loses sight of the goal. That's why his ancestors is not playing. And they don't want him to hear his spiritual, like listen to his intuition. Because if he do, Spirit said, then what? His spiritual team said, then what? His spiritual team said, and what? And what? What you gonna do? Leave him alone. Leave him alone. What else is the spiritual team saying in regards to Karmelo? What else are they saying? They said, leave him alone. Said that relationship that he had was tacky, cheap, foul, and a lack of style. Now, I don't know who he was in a relationship with, that girl, because it came up before about some little girl. Spirit says he should have had balance, and he needs balance, and he needs to respect himself. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get rooted and grounded, and they teaching him that lesson right now. They also acknowledge that he has sleepless nights and regrets and sadness. He wants his old life back. They hear him, and they acknowledging that there is some ignorance, and he feels limited, and he feels like, you know, when it comes to education, he feels like he had dreams to go to, like, say, college or whatever. They like, we feel all of that. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit says, don't worry about it. Slow and steady. They are working on his behalf. There's wise planning, you know. They're being very meticulous. They got to be careful. And yes, he is dealing with delays. Okay? Okay? Spirit said that there was some secrets and some trickery and some stealth done to him. And these secrets are burdening him because people are lock and key with these secrets and their trickery. And they feel silence, but the right person is going to speak. Let me tell you. Yep. And they Spirit said when they do, he's going to leave. And this is going to create an ending. He's going to get up out of there. Okay? But he needs to walk away from it completely. Don't turn around. Okay? Don't turn around. He should have in the beginning. But Spirit says don't turn around, because someone is going to get, the right person is going to get imprisoned. They're going to get caught, and they're going to have blockages. They're going to feel cornered and stuck. The right person. The right person. And it feels like there is a feminine energy that is going to tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Hear ye, hear ye. Okay. Any updates on this case? What else you want to tell these folks, Spirit? Thank you. One card. He was running away. He was running away. Okay, what you mean by that, Spirit? On the bottom of the deck? Who? What happened? And he was dusting it off. And someone is moving in silence. But there are screenshots, evidence, proof, and facts that this was about someone having a hurt ego. So just wait. This has to do with the third party, multiple lovers, and choices, a love affair. This has to do with a romantic love affair, okay? And Spirit says this person is a grudge holder, doesn't have facts, never has facts, makes shit up, potentially offered people to participate in this situation against Karmelo. And this is completely played out on television. It's played out for all to see how they were in their head over analyzing, thinking, and stressed. It also makes me feel like there was a girl running away, dusting this off and moving in silence. It keeps talking about a feminine energy. And you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing else about that, Spirit. Spirit said, don't you say it. I ain't. Yeah. Gotta tell me twice. Okay. Anything else you want to update these folks on behalf of Karmelo in regards to his court case? Acknowledging there's a message of concern in regards to the court. You know, it's very funny. And that conflict that they had around the rising star and just opposing him. Like, they just could not stand this boy. The boy being Karmelo. They couldn't stand the rising star. Thank you, Spirit. But Spirit said, it's okay. We're sending healing, vibration, and protection. Okay. All right. Look, Spirit is working over. Look, not overtime. I'm sorry. Because Spirit hates when I say that. Look at this. Look at this spread. Healing. They're healers. They're protecting him. They are invoking their manifestations, their intentions, their incantations when it comes to Karmelo. They said this boils down to a nice guy who was in a relationship. And the community is watching. That's it. And they was throwing evil eye at him. That's it. Look. And voodoo. So that she would leave. So that he would leave. This is, and that's it. That's it. This is the world card. That's it.
Hey.
Thank you, Spirit. That's what this is about. That's what this boils down to. That's not my business. I don't want to tussle. Okay? Spirit said that's enough. Another message from his spiritual team to Karmelo Anthony in regards to his case. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit is acknowledging he has anxiety, depression, he's stressed, there's nightmares, he's thinking of the past with the Nine of Swords. Spirit says with the Knight of Pentacles, subconsciously they are invoking this energy of him reaching his goals, having stability, having an empire, being a mature man, a businessman. I also just heard Spirit, can I say that? Okay, wait, should I say that? Okay, countersuing. Like when this is all said and done, him taking it to the court. Yeah. In the middle of the deck, they're saying that he's overwhelmed. There's indecision with the Two of Swords, emotional detachment. But this is because there's information that has not yet been said. And someone is not speaking up. They're being delinquent because they have a lack of education with the Page of Swords. But Spirit says all's well that ends well. Okay? There's an energy of the Six of Cups of him being homesick and thinking of the past. But he will be reunited with his family, his support system. And then he'll have to do that work to heal his inner child with the Six of Cups. However, he's just right now, it's something that it feels like, is it ever going to happen? There's an impatience and a lack of growth and laziness. And so his energetic team feels that. They know that. Hence why they said be not too much, because we're still working. We're working. We ain't picking no chunk. We ain't picking no sucker. And when I say that, what I'm saying is he was chosen by his spiritual team to do something that other people wouldn't have done it. Okay? And that's his life path, his purpose, his mission, his power, right? Spirit says some lessons come wrapped in silence. Listen harder. That's what they're saying to him. And he's got to go through this spiritual enlightenment. He's got to go through this hermit mode to hear. Spirit says he should have saved before you came in here. Got to clear, cancel, and release all of that. Okay? Some people's paths come with mountains that got, they are steep. They are steep. The Spirit said closed mouths don't get fed. So this go around, he's definitely dealing with his karma. Whatever that is. It's not my business. But Spirit says, what do you want? And know that, messy ones get slapped. Don't throw rocks and hide your hands. Because there is karma at play. But like that card said, what goes down must come what? Up. Okay? Sugar can't fix what salt has spoiled. Let love find you clean, clear, and covered. Okay? Because this time he'll be clean, clear, and covered. You're fast, but Spirit moves slow. So catch up properly. Okay? Time is spiritual, not mechanical. Sit back and just watch. Because what Spirit is doing for him now, the person that you will see, baby, that next, thank you, Spirit, baby, y'all call me back.